Welcome back, hi mates, how are you all doing? If you're new to the channel, welcome. If it's your first time, consider being a koi mate. We've got quite a few koi mates now, and it's lovely to have the interaction with everyone, and you know, all talk, advise, help, support and whatever each other. So yeah, got my thick fleece on today. It's the temperatures have an half drop, mind, if I'm honest. It's pond is down to 8.7 this morning. Don't know if you can. Fish are still very active, mind. I'm noticing they're not huddled up on the bottom. They're not you know, they don't seem to be suffering. They still want food. So I'm feeding the Takazumi Vital at the moment, which is a great food for this time of year. Still got plenty of goodness in it, and yeah, that's what they're doing. Let me spin you around and show you. Yeah, so there you go. Fish are all looking good. Plenty of activity. There's a couple of things I'm going to do today. I'm going to make sure my I'm going to turn that off. I haven't been using it for about 2 weeks because it's empty. I've been hand feeding, so I'm going to turn the power off to it, because obviously it's going to be consuming power, although it's not feeding. So I'm going to turn the power off on that. And I'm also going to be, I've taken my air stones, I don't know if you can see them, I've taken them out of the pond now. I've got no air in the pond because I don't want to make the water even colder. There's oxygen still coming in off the shower, not this new one. I've got, for all of any of you who are new, there's a DIY shower behind you, which isn't performing the best. It's holding water in the tiers. I probably just need to modify it really, but I thought I'd bite the bullet and get one that actually looks quite nice on the pond as well. So I haven't got that set up as yet. While we're on about showers, what media would you guys recommend for that? Put some comments down there for me. What media would you recommend for that? So yeah, like I say, I'm going to be knocking that just to save a little bit of energy. The bottom drain is on, my 20,000 pump is just on 50% on the bottom drain. I am noticing a little bit more waste on the bottom, so it's not quite as efficient when it's turned down. So, but anyways, it's the time of year. I'm going to give it a little sweep with my brush anyway, push any crap that's there towards the drain. There's a couple of leaves done in my shower, although I got the net. I think what's happening is some of them are blowing in through the front. So, but I'm hardly getting any leaves in here now. It's like 2 a week, you know, which is nothing. I'm considering last year before I upgraded the pond and built the pergola and put the nets. Don't know if you can see that side, but it is actually a full net across there. It may pick it up on the camera, it's hard to see with a human eye, but there is a net over there. and then I net this side as well, so nothing can really blow in. There's a couple up there on the roof, but nothing much. And I've just noticed my dog has gone that side because there she is, look. Ellie, down! I've got these guards here to stop her going behind, but because I'm going to clean the filter in a minute, I've moved that, and while I've been talking she's got round again. So anyway, let me get her out and I'll catch you in a bit. Just wanted to show you, just lifted the lids before I put the filter on to clean. That new K Plus I've put in is now started to sink, look, and there's plenty of aviation in there now, plenty of movement. Got to allow quite a bit of dwell time in here anyway, because obviously you don't want it just running straight through. So one of my subscribers of Koi Mates, Paul from Paul's Koi Pond, wanted to have a little look at the difference in colour. So if you look there, obviously the brown bronzy colour, that's where the media is matured. The white colour is where obviously this is the new media, it's only been in a fortnight. It's going to take a while to actually turn. So and there she is again. Yeah, so that's going to take a while to mature, but Paul did ask me if he could see the difference in colour, so there you go, Paul. And if you don't know Paul's Koi Pond, he's got a channel, jump over, have a look, he's got a cracking setup there, well worth a look. Right, I'm going to put these on to drain. I'm going to get the end of this one, drain it down, and we're ready to go. Right, so I've just done a little bit of general maintenance, the old cleaning and whatever. I've cleaned my first tub down there that the drain goes in. I've given that 3 flushes, so I may give it one more, and I'm going to do a little bit of a water change then. I'm going to put a bit of fresh water on. I'm going to have that for a little while, clean my skimmer. I was watching this, I think it was a community post of Ads Koi the other day, and he had a mouse in his. I couldn't believe it when I seen it. I don't know that on there, but yeah, that's another good channel, Ads Koi as well. Pop over and have a look. Tell him the gifs I sent you over if you do. This is my pole I use. It's extendable, so I can clean the bottom of the pond with this, and it works absolutely awesome. And what I do, if there is any bit of waste or whatever on the bottom, I just slowly push it towards the drain and down it goes. So I don't know if you can actually see the bottom. I haven't got my Polaroid lens on, but yeah, that's what I use. And I also use that for doing the glass, so I'm going to do the glass next. Now I'm going to give that a bit of a clean, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, let me just crack on. One thing I'm doing today, this net where it goes across, I got hooks there, and obviously I can hook it up like that when I'm getting in the pond, which is fine. But what I'm finding, when it's windy, if the wind is blowing this direction, so the net is going over because it's a bit long and it's dangling in the pond. Now what I was thinking of doing, I've bought a load of this plastic pipe and a connection to join it. And what I was planning on doing, if this works, I was going to use my staple gun. I was going to cut the net, staple it onto that, so I can roll this up and down, which I think should work pretty well. And what I was thinking, if I get it to sit around about by here, obviously then it will stop, the weight of that will stop it blowing anyway. And I should be able to roll it up a lot easier, and in the summer then I can just hook it on there and leave it up there. So that's the plan if my staple gun gets through it. Otherwise I may have to use some zip ties, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do in a minute, and I'll crack on with it, and I'll get back to you when it's done. Right, so I've put that there like that. Look, I've used the staple gun and that's stapled it on. So what I'm going to do now is just cut that excess net off and away with the mixer. It should be fine now. So I'm going to get that done and see if it rolls up. Tell you what guys, that's the armour. I'm glad I thought of that. Bloody brilliant. In the middle there now, we just roll it up nice and tidy, and it even not only looks good, but it was so easy to put up, and it's not going to keep dropping down now and falling down. She's on these hooks you've probably seen before. I got a couple of them. Yeah, nice strong set of hooks. Picked them up off Amazon. Got a couple of them spare actually. But yeah, I'm well happy with that. Can't fault that guys. Happy days. It's coming along now. Little things all the time make a difference. Just keep doing little modifications and little ideas. Things come to mind, and you know. Spare hook there for a mug guys. If anyone wants to swap a mug, let me know. There's one in the middle as well. I don't want to drink out of any of them at the moment. Probably could do with a good wash. Fish have quietened down. 9 degrees in the water today. Dramatic drops this week. I think the start of the week was something like 11.9. It's down to 9.1 today. But there was frost this morning. Noticed cars were frosted over, just a light dusting. I think I may raise that. I got some decking board. I think I'll put a decking board underneath that lower weir there, just to raise it a touch. Because when the water is full, that's not far off. I think you'll have a better splash if I go slightly higher with that. So yeah, I was thinking of doing that. Probably will. Put a nice decking board underneath because it's nice and wide as well. The decking board, so let me get that done. Anyway, catch you in 5. Right, don't know if you can see that, but my inkbird, I'm going to get it out, clean it today and change the batteries. Now pond temp is 8.8, so as you can see, or you may be able to see, the battery is really low. Now in fairness, this has lasted a good 6 months and I'm really pleased with this. I've got the little temperature gauge in the conservatory, and every morning or evening, whatever, it's nice to check the temp. And I have double checked this against my old swimming pool one that I've got, and the reading is pretty much you know, caught on with that one. So you know, it's pretty accurate, I would say. So I'm well pleased with this. Just needs a good clean a minute. So I can unhook it off that little bit of fishing gut that I keep it held in position with. I'm going to clean it off, chuck new batteries in, and get it back in. So it should last me through the winter. I think it's lasted a good 6 months, those batteries. So I know in the early days of some of these, the batteries only used to last about a month, but in fairness with this one, it's done a good 5 or 6 months. So you know, you can't fault that. I'm happy with that. Yeah, real good bit of kit. Right, so I just changed the battery, and as you can see, it's gone up now because obviously it's inside. I've given it a clean, and we got the same reading there as the gauge, so it's all spot on and working, so let's get it back in the pond. So yeah, it's spot on working again. I've cleaned it up the best I can now, so that's going to be great for the winter. We got a full battery in there now, and what I do, I've got this little bit of gut underneath. I just hook it on there and it'll keep it in position in the corner. The battery percentage on the gauge in the house is fine. Those batteries are only like 3/4 use, so I think this one is the main one because it must be on the Bluetooth. But yeah, the one in there's plenty of battery life on that. Yeah, so yeah, all good. Very pleased. Like I say, it's, you know, if it's lasting 5 months, I can't fault that. I really don't mind buying batteries every 5 months. I am using Duracell, which are, you know, obviously supposed to be the longest lasting. So, but yeah, let me just get it back in. Right, comrades, welcome back. It's the following day. It hammered down yesterday, so rain stopped play. I don't normally mind doing a bit in the rain, but not that stuff. It was coming down a bit too heavy. So I'm going to do these electrics. I didn't want to mess about with that in the rain, and I didn't want to power off everything. So I'm going to get that done now. Got some bicarb to go in. Like I say, all you regulars will know I normally put that much bicarb in every week just to buffer. Keep my KH up, which will stabilise the pH. I give these a bit of food in a bit. I may put my Polaroid lens on now and do a bit of filming with that on, but first of all I'm going to get this unplugged and go from there. Just so you know, inside there, because that's a waterproof box, that's all I got is a couple of plugs there with what I need. So I've just pulled that one back. That's knocked the superfish feeder off, so that's off now. Obviously I'm leaving my skimmer on. Skimmer's on the top there. The air, I've got an Alexa, so if I do decide to put the air back in, that takes me 2 seconds. I can just drop the discs in and I can ask Alexa to put that back on. I got quite a few things on Alexa. It's really good. I got one of these Myros boxes here, which is obviously Bluetooth, fully waterproof, so you can just plug things in. Like I got the pond lights on, absolutely awesome. You can sit in the conservatory in the evening and just ask Alexa to check the pond lights on, and happy days. Joys of a puppy. Knocked that over and run off my screwdriver. There she goes, look. Off with the screwdriver. Better get it off her. Right, that's the Polaroid lens on. It's not quite so good now. I've got the polycarb here and there on the roof, because that's, as you can see that bit there. It used to work a lot better when it was just plain roof. I hope you can see them. Crashikai has grown, definitely grown this season. Getting a bad boy now. It's my Hayaturi. Still haven't moved that on yet. I've got to get that one's going. There's a couple of others that those two over there. This one, all 40 plus cm on that one there. So I'm going to try and move 4 on. There's another one, I think he's up the back there somewhere. But, right, normal lens is back on now to see iPhone. I can notice the difference. Just giving them a little bit of food. Sorry for the interruption. Right, trying to film here. Tell you what, she's good fun, bless her. We're really pleased with her. She's out strained now as well. Oh well, all sorted guys, everything's done for today. When I put this glass in, I thought it was might have been a bit of a sod to keep clean, but in fairness, once I use that mop I got, it comes up easy and nice and clean, so I'm well happy with that. See, the inkbird batteries are done, temp is working well on that now. What are we on today? Let's have a little look. Let's have a look, just picking out a minute. You're on 9.6 today. Don't know what temps a lot of you have got around the country, but 9.6 is not bad. I don't know whether this, now I've raised the pond this year, whether it's going to alter my temperature or not. Be interesting to find out. So yeah, we'll have a good look at that. So yeah, if you remember, let me know what media you're using in there. I have got a little piece there of infrared, which my mate Oki gave me to have a look at, so I'm thinking of using that. But yeah, let me know what media you guys are using. It'll be very interesting. What works well, what doesn't. In the old one I've got, there's a bit of grog in there and pumice, which does do the job. Yeah, so I'm going to end this video guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching it. And don't forget, if you do want to be a koi mate, hit the button. The more the merrier. I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, so for now guys, as always, as always guys, all the best.